All right. We're here with Zacama, Primal Calamity. I've played this before. I really like it. What's nice is when you cast it, your lands get to untap, even if it gets countered. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, if I remember correctly, your lands untap, and if they're going to kill it with a removal spell, you can use the mana to use all the abilities before it would die, because it enters after the lands have become untapped. So that's pretty cool. I'm also running Book of Exalted Deeds and Mutavault. I think there are enough ways to find both. I wouldn't say consistently, but just consistent enough to try it. Right? I have Inventor's Fair, can find Book. There's a lot of cards that find any kind of land. It doesn't have to be a basic land like Intervention. I crafted for this deck Elvish Reclaimer and Traverse the Elven Walls because they can find Mutavault. There's a lot of card draw, treasure making, ramp spells, a ton of sweepers. As you know me, I don't play creature heavy decks. I think there's like 8 creatures in here. So I'm running basically all the board wipes. Just keep the board empty. Instead of spot removal, I think the sweepers are a bit better to do if you don't have a bunch of creatures. I am still running Emrakul Ulamog. I might put Primal Command in here, but for now, I don't know. Because again, there's not too many creatures, even if you're always tutoring for one of these. Who knows? But for now, it's not in here. What else did I want to talk about? I still have Elish Norn in here. Maybe that could just be Primal Command, actually. This is one of the first cards I put in here. The ability is cool, but I'm not pressuring my opponent's life total. This is the only thing that's really doing that, and I can't really flip it, right? I have Felidar Retreat and Zendikar's Royal to make a bunch of tokens with my ramp spells, but I don't know if that's consistent enough to expect Elishnorn to really flip. But I think it's a new card. It's worth trying. What else is interesting? Oh, Rocco. Rocco's in here. I can cast him on 4 to go get Elvish Reclaimer, to go get Mutavault. So there's like ways to chain into it. I still think Chaos Wand is worth playing. I haven't pulled up a large enough sample size to turn myself away from the card. And I think that's it. Oh, right. This also finds lands, so it's in here. Non-basic lands. That's the main thing. Finds non-basic lands. That's what we're trying to do. I think that's it. Yeah. Let's see how we do. Like, comment, subscribe. Yep. Okay. Dead. All right. You know what? I think I'm just gonna scoop. I don't think I'm beating this. All right. Yep. I don't know. Maybe I gotta change something, or I just gotta play more games. I don't think I'm dead, right? Let's see. I blocked that to its entirety. Oh, all right. Yep, sure. Okie dokie. Yep. Zacama sucks. All right. I took out a bunch of creatures. I took out a bunch of spells for all the mana dorks possible. Let's see what happens now. All mana dorks ever. I do not have turn 2 untap land. This is slightly better, sure. Play you tapped. My opponent did not go for their commander. That's very interesting. I might just get rid of Ulamog with one of these treasure thingies. Who knows? Let's see. Play you, Pirates Pillage. I could just get rid of a land, honestly. I'm very likely to hit a land, so I'll just get rid of a land. I do not expect mana tithe here, yeah. And I will not spend this mana to do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does my opponent have like a Swords of Plowshares up? I don't actually know what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can get rid of 1 treasure. Oh no, I don't have to. I'll just play this, right? Yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 mana, but the rest of it's tapped. Yeah, so I can't get to my 10th one. But I do have 9 for Zacama immediately. But then I can not cast it for quite a while because I lose these 3 treasures. I might not even get an activation off of it either. So it might not even be worth it to cast. I really want to just Windmill Slam Ulamog here, I think. Although it looks like my opponent might have Source of Plowshares. That's kind of what I'm reading. Hard to tell. None of this matters if I don't find an untapped land anyways. I'd have to go for... just forced to go for Zacama, I guess. Found an untapped land, so we're going to cast Ulamog, and I'm going to hit... I guess Sarah in the 5/5? Sure. And then just try to beat a 2/2. I think they do have a Swords of Plowshares, which I'm kind of fine with. Attacking with Ulamog is not a big deal in this format, really. I will just go to combat to see if it's maybe a seal away or something. Ooh, okay, this is good for us. I'd rather have a land than Ulamog here. I want to cast Zacama as quickly as possible. Let's get another green. Let's play you. Play you. And play this. Get rid of you and you. Let's get rid of you and you. Yeah. I want an untapped land next turn, so let's play that. Do this. Da-da-da-dee. And pass. Alright, let's see what we exiled. Ondu Inversion, Skyclave, Key, Conclave. Nothing too exciting. That's a pretty cool land. Unfortunately, it's colorless, so I'm not too excited about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's just eat that. I think they actually do have a Swords to Plowshares. I think I'm actually right on that. I kind of hope it is a Swords, because I can cast Zacama again. Alright, it looks like it's not a Swords to Plowshares. Let's just kill this now so they don't draw a card, potentially. And then I don't feel like I have to do anything right now, right? Cast a permanent spell with mana 3 or less. Alright, so I guess I should kill that. Or attempt to kill it. Ephemerate, sure. So that was what was in their hand. Sure. They can cast the horn, but it's not drawing them a card because it's obviously in the graveyard. Okay. I believe I am safe to double swing. Okay, my opponent blocked. They forgot this has reach. They either forgot it has reach or they just can't beat it because it stonewalls like everything they do for the rest of the game. Cool. never... Oh, yes, I've seen this. I've seen that. Okay. I expect a lot of removal. Let's play the 1-3? Yeah, why not? Why not? I can make a land a 3-3 with this as well. It's kind of cool. Does it untap the land? No. Suppose that would be kind of weird if it did. Alright, so I can play this, but then I'd have to play an untapped land to cast my second mana dork. Being, I suppose, the one with hexproof? Sure. This lets me cast Zendikar's Royal next turn, and then I can play a land, as opposed to, like, the other way around or something, if this mana dork would have died. I don't know if an army of 2/2s is good enough. My opponent's willing to trade. I am not. Okay. Very surprised to see that. Found an untapped land anyways, so not too upset. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Kind of. Alright, let's Tormenting Voice away this Traverse. I do not have an untapped land. Let's play this. I think this is slightly better than my mana dork, so I guess I'll go for that one. How close are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This would have to live. These have reach, so I can't just swing right into Lolth. Alright, there goes my hand. They can't really... okay. If I'm doing this, I can't play my mana dork. If I can't play my mana dork, I don't know what I'm doing, so... Okay. I'd like to keep both of these, but I'd say keeping the land is slightly better than the mana dork. And I don't see a reason to crack Mindstone. I already played my land for the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need one more untapped source to cast Zacama. Oh boy. Okay, sure. They can't make me discard anything, I guess. Sure. I think I draw a card this way, don't I? Because I draw after the discard resolves? It's kind of odd. I don't really know what that was about. Very strange. They don't even have a black land to Thoughtseize after. Very strange. Very, very, very strange. Very strange. Okay, well, let's immediately deal with Lolth. Oh, right, it's only creature. Alright, so I guess I'll just kill the Rankle. Blow up. Phyrexian Arena. And then pass. Hopefully we get to recast Zacama soon. If not, we're in a bit of a pickle. I technically did not have to kill Rankle immediately. Jump the gun maybe a little bit, but it's probably going to always happen anyways. I just need to be able to recast Zacama. And I am kind of a ways away from that. Am I casting? Actually, you know what? Let's seek a card. I like that. Let's just seek a card here. Bitter Reunion. Not really all that exciting. Let's get rid of probably Lotus Cobra. Let's play this. And I can play this. Alright, but the Menador has to survive for me to be able to cast Zacama, and I don't think it will. It's kind of a free attack. I think it's a free attack here. It looks like it was a free attack because they're just going to sack it anyways. Okay. Ugh. Sure. So they need a discard spell or something like that. I do have Ulamog in my hand. Pretty good draw, I'd say. I kind of need to kill this because it's close to just killing me. I don't know if hitting lands with Ulamog is really that great. I just really want to see them hit a threat here. My opponent put their commander in the graveyard, so they could have that Awakening card, the Zendikar flip land that recurs a bunch of stuff. Okay, now I'm always taking damage. Oh no! My opponent maybe thought these weren't elementals? Bit of a mistake there, I'd say. Actually, a colossal mistake. And yeah, I'm going to play it safe and just deal with these two. Yep, I don't think they realized these are elementals when they played that Chandra. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. Ugh. Oh my god. Alright. Please, no Land War Elves? Okay, thank you. Let's play this. Let's get a red or a white. I guess I'll get a red. Yeah. Let's get a red. Alright, the turn 2 ramp spell is way, way less relevant. Like, way less relevant. Alright, so play you. Double Mana Dork is the same as just like double land. So I guess I'll just do the double land. Harder for my opponent to disrupt, interact with, and all that jazz. Let's get these two. So I'm at 6, 7, 8. If I get lands in my graveyard or something, this could get mana that way. I mean, all you do is Azusa. Just play Azusa. Yeah, there you go. It doesn't... Literally does nothing else. That's all this deck does. Okay, bad news. My opponent has no lands in their hand. Potentially bad... actually, all but guaranteed to be bad news. Let's do this. Zacama might not be fast enough, but still gonna play the old cards here. Alright, so I have Zacama mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that is their top deck, because they have no lands in hand. Or they had none last turn, so they just top decked a land, but it comes in tapped. They have 4, 5, 6. Titania, sure. Could be worse. Could be, like, way, way worse. This so far is looking like a hand I would not have kept if I was Azusa. They can get in for 1 damage if they swing with both. Oh, choose not to. Fair enough. So, Windmill Slam this. What does it take for this to do anything? Not enough to convince me to do anything, so... Let's play you. I want a bunch of red mana to get as many lightning bolts as possible. And I think I'll take the time to play Clothis now. Sure. Let's just play it. And let's pass. This way I can recast Zacama. It's already blocking the board by a lot. My opponent is 1 away from Ulamog, technically. That was almost bad. Can I make this a creature? Green. Green. I can. Alright, that's really good. So I can sack those 3 instead to the portal, and then I can blow up the portal with Zacama and be in an extremely good position. Let us eat. 1, 2... Alright, let's eat a mana. Let's eat a mana. Add red. Blow that up. Do this. And swing. And I don't have any green left, so I can't do anything else with these 2. They can make a giant Hydra, like a huge Hydra, which is a problem. Okay, my opponent found another card in mono green that kills one of my cards. It's not very good for me. But I can recast it. This can activate Zacama's abilities, but it cannot cast Zacama. I cannot eat Cityscape Leveler. Oh, maybe I can, actually. Let's play this, play this. You know, untap all my mana. And Vastwood Surge. Yep. No reason to put counters on Zacama. I'm not going to kick this. Alright. Haha. Yeah, they go to combat, and then I blow this up, so they can't swing with it and blow up Zacama. And then from there, I can naturalize it before it would come back again. So, alright. Went to go clean up after the grilling to Ulamog and rope out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a couple games ago. Don't worry, the only thing you missed was a temper tantrum, that's all. Hinata, alright. Don't like to see blue at all, ever. Let's see. Yeah, this is bad. There's like... I remember last time, there might be more now. There's very few cards that were like really, really good with this. But there might be like 3 to 4 more really good spells with Hinata at this point, since last I made Historic Brawl content. Or last I played against it, at least. I will keep this. I'll keep this. If I can just flood my opponent, like, just make it hard for them to stop the barrage of mana dorks and stuff, I think that's a good place to be. Would have really have loved to be on the play in a matchup like this one. Like, really loved would have been able to play. Would have been real nice. Yep. Clothis is a pretty good one to have. Actually, it's very good here. I don't know. Do I have another dinosaur? I don't know. I guess Zacama is the dinosaur. If this is in my deck, I can't cast it. Alright, I'll cast it. Alright, looks like I do have another dinosaur in my deck. I couldn't tell you what it is, though. Let's get a green? I think I need a second green, because if I lose my mana dork, a chunk of my hand gets a little bit harder to cast. Sort of. So I don't really... Yeah, this gets hard now. This gets real difficult. Clothis is good at stopping their graveyard, kind of. It's a difficult card to deal with. Opponent is really stumped on the land to get here. Blue makes sense. There's a lot of double blue spells. Like a lot of double blue spells. Looks like they're not going for their commander. I think that's good for me. Probably. Double mana dork? And then lose to a board wipe? Yeah, this is bad. I'm in a position where my board can get killed and I don't have any mana. But that's going to happen. It's just going to happen. That is a card? Sure. Yep. What a surprise. It's pretty easy for them to ignore Clothis, I think. Probably. I don't have an answer to that key. No, no answer to that one. I don't think there's anything it can find to kill Clothis, but again, that doesn't really matter. They get rid of the card they found, sure. Fair enough. Let's see. Play this, float a mana, da-da-dee-da-da. Nah, let's just, Pirate's Pillage. Get rid of, Cobra? Doesn't... Sure. Cobra's not doing anything anyways. I could have just played out Elishnorn, but... No reason to eat the land out of their graveyard. Like at all. Alright, so we have 6 mana. Clothis can be 7 if I eat their Fabled Passage. Can maybe get the Royal going, and then the 2/2s could be a big deal. Sure, that does stuff. Okay. It exiles Clothis if it ever, like, somehow attacks. This does not have Vigilance, right? Sure. Interesting. Both of these are pretty good here. I think I'm more interested in having this get countered than my Fastwood Surge. Maybe that's not true. Okay. Alright. And do I swing at Wandering Emperor? Don't really know what that accomplishes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think I'm going to swing it. I don't think I'm going to swing. I can cast Zacama next turn, but if they counter it, I don't get to untap my lands because it enters the battlefield. It's extremely likely they have a counter spell here. It's actually like all but guaranteed, probably. I don't really have an alternative. I guess I can play Royal here instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's just play Royal maybe. Let's get a white or... Yeah, let's get green. Let's play Royal and then play Elishnorn. I don't really care if Elishnorn gets countered. I'd prefer that get countered than Zacama, obviously. I'm never really going to flip it. It's not really doing anything, so... I'm running out of turns, though. I need my opponent to just run out of stuff, but they're not playing more stuff, so it's probably more counter spells. Okay, well, that could mean maybe not counter spells. Tapping on their own turn. Curious. Either way, it just got to play what I got. Commentary don't matter if I can't play the game. So that can find Plummet. They can find Plummet at instant speed as well. Let's go get a 2-2. And I can't attack, so I will pass and leave up line up the shot here for Plummet killing their commander. Probably do it at their end step, or maybe just when they swing, go to attacks. Sure. I'm not going to naturalize the key. Alright, they went bottom, bottom, then they went top, top. Oh, poop. Yep. Alright. No better time than now. They're going to counter it, they're going to do it, so I'd rather just, make sure that's the right one. Wow. Oh, okay. I don't take damage, though. What? What? Okay. Sure. How does phase out work exactly? Doesn't exist, so I can... Oh, right, I can't swing it. I can't swing at this. Okay, so I can't... Yeah, nothing... Literally nothing matters. Let's just cast Zacama. Please don't have a remaining counterspell. Okay, good. And no reason to swing with Clothis. I'd kind of prefer to actually not be a creature. And let's put a stop here. Nope, nope. I don't want to attack, please. And, yep, let's do this. Let's blow up this. I'm not really interested in killing their commander. So I just won't. Can I even? No, I can't kill their commander. I only have one more activation. So that's off the table. This obviously can't go to Planeswalkers, that we found out the hard way. They could have like a steal all my creatures card. There's a few things in here that are just like, I lose the game on the spot. And they did scry 2 on top, so... There's pretty decent chance I just lose to this spell here. Assuming it's what I think it is. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I don't lose to that. It actually only just kills these two. It just 2 for 2s them. Yeah, wise to just do that instead. Makes sense. Very wise, very wise. My opponent might have forgot Zacama has reach, just like every other person. Looks like that's the case. Opponent might have not realized it has reach. I think my opponent got stun locked. They literally stun locked themselves. And like, oh, it has reach, and they don't know how to handle it. They already plus Chandra too, so they can't minus in the same turn. Yep, they just stun lock themselves. All right, well now I basically just win. Actually, I win on board here. They only have one white source, so I'm not gonna play around anything. It is a literal lethal attack. Sure. I think I will run these. Let's see, Hanada. I can't kill Hanada. Yeah, let's just run out these. Yep. Colossus is no longer in play as a creature, so they can't Wandering Emperor it. Okay, sure, yeah. I mean, it's phased out anyways, so they can't stop that. This card has to like the card in hand has to save them. Yes. Oh, dude, they didn't know it had reach. That happens so often. No one knows the comment has reach, and then it blocks. They're like, what the? Oh, that's so messed up. Finn. Okay, this is a quick game. They kill you really, really, really fast. I have one blocker. I guess I mulligan for multiple mana dorks that can just trade and then win that way. Otherwise, I literally cannot win. No mana dork. Oh, no, they just one. All right. Okay, they don't have a turn 1 Death Touch creature. There's not too many to actually even choose, so let's play this tapped. I can hit Finn with Otherworldly Light. Sure. Doesn't have Death Touch, but, you know, the same thing happens when you cast it. So I won't block in this... yeah, this turn cycle I won't block. It's only one Infect counter, Poison counter, whatever. Okay, it's one of the best cards in their deck. I have to kill Rot Priest now, so play this on white. And then I'll play Tormenting Voice, get rid of Mountain. Okie dokie. So I can block here, and then maybe Finn doesn't kill me. I'm not sure how that works. Okay, well, I was never really going to kill Finn anyways. That's not the issue at hand. Can I refrain from blocking here? I think I can. As long as possible, probably should, right? So play this on green. Float a green. I have 5. So you and Mirror Breaker. This puts a bunch of power into play, which can be annoying to deal with. They can't really swing into it. Okay. Yep. Okay. Equip creatures death touch and lifelink. Sure, yep. Let's get rid of Goosey Boy, and I guess Big Score. It's kind of similar, just actually casting it for realsies. Play a land, float, kind of anything. Let's do this. Do that. Oh my goodness. Am I swinging with the treasure token? I think I am, so let's do this. Let's play Incubation Druid, and if I swing with this token, I get a treasure that can then give me mana to either cast this or not. I think I should cast it over not casting it, because they don't have any, like, removal, really, and I can just turn the treasure token into a creature forever. Okay, so I have 5, 6, 7, 8. Not really sure what's going on here. Okay. Block with this because if I find a land I can cast Zacama. Yep. This doesn't immediately kill me either, so. Okay. Let's play this. Let's play Zacama. No real reason to go for anything right now, I don't think. Actually, let's do this. Let's do this. They don't have the mana to... This is other, right? Yeah. So they have to play, like, Ornithopter to swing with this immediately? Sure. But it can't swing. Yes. All right. They can't swing, so they can't use it to do anything. They can't recast Finn. Just got there with the untapped source off the top. Really neat. From the beginning to the end, this is a wildly different look, right? Like, when I started, I had a bunch of expensive, slow stuff. I was trying to get to it by casting a bunch of board wipes. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Your opponent has to be playing the most honest, non-interactive, like, creature-based thing for your sweepers to be the thing that gets you to Zacama or other expensive stuff. So with that in mind, just every single mana dork instead of a bunch of sweepers is just a better way to go. It also means Elish Norn actually can do something. Like flip at some point, maybe. Still don't think I like Vorniclix in here. Gets 2 lands, but it costs 5. I don't know. It's a little steep. Just trying to cheat out Zacama as fast as possible. Brute forcing through your opponent's removal seems like a way better prospect than playing a bunch of board wipes. If your opponents have protection spells for their own creatures, right? If they're like, oh, feather or something, your sweepers aren't even gonna reliably kill it anyways. So if your opponent has any planeswalkers, you just have nothing. You're just dead in the water. So I think this is way better than it was at the start. I mean, even the first half of the games I played, I lost every single one. And the second game, I won the majority of them at least. I don't think I won all of them. What else? Yeah, Zacama as a whole is just bad, which really sucks. I love Zacama, but I think Historic uh, has pushed Zacama too far away, right? Like every deck is getting stronger and stronger, and there's more and more commanders as time goes on. And I don't think Zacama can keep up with what's been printed. It's still a really fun commander. I really like it. Uh, any counterspells sort of nullify him as a strategy because casting him, you don't get to untap your lands unless he enters the battlefield. So when they counter it, you don't get anything at all, and you're probably very far from doing that again, especially if they start killing your mana sources post counterspell. Like getting Zacama washed away is, like it's the worst thing to happen to you. I was actually kind of a fan of You Light Up the Shot. I did like this card. That was actually really cool. You could do more white removal. The 4 mana slot, like all these treasure things, and maybe even Mystic's Mastery could just be more premium removal because you do have white, and there's a fair amount of white removal that doesn't feel terrible to play. Ulamog is still good. Emrakul's decent. More untapped lands might be ideal as well. I don't really feel too confident with a bunch of tapped lands when I'm really trying to get to Zacama as fast as possible. Like that last game, if I had to tap land off the top, I pretty much lose as opposed to winning. So you got to be very careful with your tap sources. But yeah, all in all, it's decent. But if you want to play a bunch of mana dorks in your deck, just play Keenan and turn your brain off. Just play Keenan, play mana dork, win game on turn 4. Zacama is not doing any of that, right? It's really depressing, but it is what it is. Let me know what you thought about the deck. Let me know what your Zacama list looks like, because, we all have one. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.